Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure episode, or Stone Ocean, episode 31. So this is the second part of the four-parter called Heavy Weather. We have Weather Report's memories back, which is causing his stand to kind of go out of control. We found out last time that it's kind of an automatic thing. It's not something he controls. It's subconscious. But it is going to go out of control if his memories stay. Meanwhile, Weather Report himself seems kind of... It's kind of unclear where he stands right now. Is he still going to side with the good guys? Is he going to side with the bad guys? Is he going to do his own thing? It's pretty unclear what they're going for with him at the moment. But I guess we'll have to see about that in the future. Yeah, I'm just really interested to see what happens next, because we had snails, we had all the snails, and we had beetles as well that eat the snails. So it's like, what are we working towards here? What more kind of insanity is going to happen in all of this? Because surely the snails have to be only the first of whatever shit's going to go down. So, yeah. This is... The fact that this is a four-parter in the first place kind of shows that this is going to be a big fucking deal. So, I'd say we just kind of get on with it and find out for ourselves where this is going. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. I was not expecting this today. I was not prepared for this. I'm not okay with this. I'm just... Because again, as I said in the reaction, none of them have had, none of the main villains have had these, like, sad backstories. None of them have been sympathetic. The closest I can think of is Dio, in regards to the fact that his father was horrifically abusive and drove his mother to death. But even so, it's made very clear in the series, like, Speedwagon even says, it's like, no, he was just born evil. He was still always evil. It's like, Dio is just naturally a bad person. The Pillar Men, like, you can kind of, like, respect Wamu, but they're not good people. They're not sympathetic. Yoshikage Kira. No, fuck no. He's not sympathetic at all. The dude's a serial killer who's psychotic as hell. Like, no. And, I still can't think of his name. Again, the other half of Doppio. I can't remember his name. From Part 5. The guy who Anasui is just a basic bitch clone of, in terms of design. Diavolo. Diavolo was not sympathetic at all. He was a shitbag. It's like, none of the main villains have been sympathetic before now. And yet, suddenly, you make PUCCI just insanely sympathetic. Like, that doesn't excuse the evil he's done and is probably going to do. But without question, he's absolutely heartbreakingly sympathetic. And, like, this episode was almost entirely backstory on Weather and, PUCCI. And it fucking made me cry. Like, Jesus. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, why would you do this to me? Why? Oh, I was not prepared for this. Um, so Poochie and Weather were siblings, but Miss Blue Marine, I assume is her name because her son was raised as West Blue Marine. So Miss Blue Marine, um, her child dies at birth. She swaps it with Poochie's twin, who is Weather Report. And so Poochie grew up thinking his twin had died, while his actual twin was raised separately. And through happenstance, Miss Blue Marine ends up confessing her sins to Poochie, and he finds out about everything. So, in the meantime, Weather ends up saving this girl's purse from a snatcher, and they fall in love, and the girl ends up being Poochie's sister, which also means she's biologically speaking at least Weather's sister. And let's talk about that, because I said we would talk about this. They are biologically related. This is undeniable. They're technically supposed to be brother and sister. But they were raised entirely separately. At the time, not knowing that they were brother and sister. They had absolutely no clue. Right? Does this count as incest? Because, like, biologically speaking, if you were just to count on that, yes. I think it would. In fact, I would say if you're just counting biologically speaking, it definitely would. But at the same time, they were raised separately. Completely separately, to the point where it's like they have, like, different families, different names and everything. Socially, I would say they aren't. They aren't siblings socially. So socially maybe not incest, but and even if it is, even if you want to fully count it as incest because of the biological aspect of it, it's obviously accidental. Like, Weather didn't find out that he was Poochie's brother, and by extension Perla's brother, until, like, after her death already. And Jesus fuck. I don't know how to count this. I don't know how to consider it. Like, I don't know whether to consider it as straight up incest, or is it less of a problem because of the fact that they were raised completely separately. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Um, I, 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 I still want. I still feel like I should count it as incest though, because of the biological factor. A lot of people, when they talk about incest and everything, and one of the biggest reasons why it's an issue, a lot of people talk about how biologically it can cause some issues for people who are too biologically similar to, mate, basically. I hate using that word. Sorry, I didn't want to use that word. To have sex. To have a baby. That it could cause issues and everything within the baby's biology and everything. Could cause birth defects or whatnot. And if it keeps going, could cause even worse defects. But that's speaking purely biologically, because again, socially, they had no idea. You can't blame them for that. They didn't know. And on top of it, it's like, again, how do you account for the social aspect of that? I don't know. Araki, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, but so there's that entire thing. But also Weather blames his brother. He blames PUCCI because he was told by the racist piece of shit that his brother basically called out the hit on him. And that's not true. And it's clear that PUCCI never tried to explain this to him and everything. He just wanted Weather out of the way and everything. But in truth, he didn't do that. He just wanted them broken up because he wanted to protect his sister, because this entire situation was kind of fucked. I can't blame him for that. The attack that caused Perla's death, that caused Weather to try and kill himself and everything, that was not on PUCCI. That was on the racist pieces of shit who attacked them because that stupid asshole found out about the heritage and everything, about Weather's actual mother, you know, getting together with a black person, which is, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's like, yet people are just, I hate it so much. I hate racism so fucking much. And it's wild that he took this case from a black man too. I don't understand. I don't know. I was not expecting to feel shit here today. Not from this. I want to check something, though. I might have checked this before, but I want to check again. Because I might have checked this when it first revealed that PUCCI and Weather were brothers, but I want to see this. Okay, apparently it can happen. Okay, I was really curious about this because it's like, this seems like I was kind of questioning this. Obviously I have no issue with family being of mixed race and everything, but I was kind of questioning. It's like, can twins be born having different skin colors? And I just looked up, and it's like, yes, they can actually, if they're fraternal twins. Which I think it actually did specifically say they were. I think it actually specifically used the word fraternal when talking about them. So fraternal twins, because the DNA is like is not shared identically between them, but like divvied out. I guess you could say. I hate the way that's worded, but you know what I mean. One baby like can get the cells or whatever it is, the whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't know a lot about biology and everything. Okay, let me see what it says here. Okay, it is genes. Okay, what it says here. In a fraternal twin situation, each baby inherits a different combination of genes from mom and dad. So when the parents are of different races, it is possible that inherited genes for skin color can differ. Still, the striking occurrence is extremely rare. And I would think so. I feel like that would be really rare to occur. So it is just a gene thing. So they can each baby would inherit a different combination of genes. So Enrico Pucci inherited, I guess, his father's genes, because based on what we didn't see their parents, I don't think, or maybe very briefly, but that's what the racist asshole said. He's like, oh, this guy's mother got together with a black man, I believe is what he said. And so it's like that he inherited those genes from his father, while Weather Report inherited the skin colored genes from the mother, I guess. So apparently that can happen. That's interesting. I'm learning things with JoJo too. So yeah, I now know. So that's one question solved. But yeah, so Pucci kind of just went crazy after all these events. Like, with everything that had happened with his sister's death, he just kind of lost his mind. His grief hit him so hard that, along with his stand being awakened by the Era, which also awakened Weather's stand, it's like he lost his mind. He became vengeful and angry, and he just completely lost it. And this is all before he re-met with Dio. So this is before he became that level of crazy. But still, like, he lost his mind, and I genuinely do feel bad for him, because it was not his fault. He was not to blame for all of that. It was just a really fucked up situation. And everything that did go wrong. I don't blame Pucci, I don't blame Weather, I don't blame Perla. Again, the only person you could blame is Miss Blue Marine, but it's like, she at least acknowledged what she did was wrong. That doesn't stop it from being wrong, but at least she wanted to make amends for it. It's just, yeah. What an episode, though. Like, Jesus fuck, I was not prepared for that. But tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.